The most anticipated cricket series of the summer as far as New Zealand fans are concerned. Jonny Bairstow out for just 4 from 13. Partnership then of 79 runs between Joe Root and Jason Roy. There's some powerful strokes in amongst some very good running. Jason Roy, though, missed one from Mitchell Santner. Just tied him up quite nice and tight. Owen Morgan came to the crease. This partnership only yielded 15 runs before he misread a wrong-in from Ish Sodhi. Joe Root, all the while, was going along quite comfortably at the other end. Ben Stokes came and went fairly quickly, 12 from 22 for him, trying to swing Mitchell Santner away over the leg side. Josh Buttler gave a brief chance, but then took to Ish Sodhi in this one over. Single off the first ball, and then he went 6-6-6. Did Josh Buttler. Almost produced a run out here. A bit of brilliance from Martin Guptill at the bowler's end. Joe Root finally dismissed for 71 from 75. Just missed a straight one from Colin Munro. Good innings from Joe Root. Moeen Ali and Josh Buttler then put together a very tidy little partnership of 47. Moeen Ali making 28 from 26 deliveries, but he was dismissed as well. Just couldn't quite get a hold of one from Ish Sodhi. And Guptill taking a comfortable catch after looking into the sun. Half century for Josh Buttler. Brilliant finisher in world cricket, Josh Buttler. This one was put down, should have been taken. Nichols coming in from the boundary, just didn't get in far enough. Swokes caught and bowled by Trent Boult. Good catch from him, and then Josh Buttler and David Willey looking to finish things off from an England point of view. Buttler, who was eventually run out very late in the piece. Tim Southee and Trent Boult doing a brilliant job with the ball in the last 5 overs to restrict England to 284 for 8. Southee was outstanding, none for 47, didn't pick up a wicket, but he was brilliant with the ball. Munro started in a flurry, but was gone not long after Scott Styris, and England had an early breakthrough, and it wasn't going to be the only one.
No, it wasn't. New Zealand in big trouble early. A lazy shot from Kane Williamson. You don't expect that from him. Martin Guptill made it 3 when he picked out Ben Stokes at point. At that point, New Zealand were 27 for 3 with work to do. Tom Latham, under a bit of pressure, played nicely, and in conjunction with Ross Taylor, they have a history of partnerships together, and they were able to find the boundaries and take their singles on offer as well. Spinners were always going to be the key, and New Zealand played them expertly. They weren't able to get through their full complement. England turning as well to the part-time off-spin of Joe Root. And Tom Latham, another half-century, does enjoy the slower conditions. That was reviewed by England.
Ball tracking coming up now, Sean.
Over the top. England, of course, will then lose that one review. Good decision, Sean Haig. Ross Taylor, meanwhile, kept going along nicely. Put on 178 with Tom Latham, who towards the end of the innings struggled a little bit with cramps, and could see in the movement that he wasn't able to get between the wickets as quickly as he normally does. That was a chance that was misjudged, but it didn't cost England too much at all, as Joe Root took the catch mid-on, and from there England were back in the contest. They lost Henry Nichols' second ball, and that became panic stations for New Zealand, as De Grong home as well went quickly. Ross Taylor, the last of the recognised batsmen there. 1,800 for him, a New Zealand record. There was a lot to do. Boundaries started to flow. Mitchell Santner started slowly, 2 off 9 at one stage. We thought it was all England, especially when that dismissal came. Ross Taylor, brilliant 113. Not out. Inconclusive, the decision. This partnership at the end was worth 43. This was the turning point. First of the over, and this the second. Back-to-back sixes, and all of a sudden New Zealand believed. They needed 19 off the last 2 overs. and 9 off the final. And Mitchell Santner finishing in style, 45 not out, and brings New Zealand home.
Yeah, fantastic performance at the back end from Mitchell Santner. Ross Taylor with his 113. Chris Woakes good, 2 for 47. Ben Stokes 2 for 43. A welcome back for him to this England side. Adil Rashid just taken 2 in his last over. Ended up with 1 for 55 and a wicket for Willie and 1 for Tom Curran as well. So England asked to bat first here at Seddon Park in Hamilton, posting 284 for 8. New Zealand replying with 287 for 7. They take this match by 3 wickets.